Good morning, children. Welcome to your social studies class. In your social studies class, we are going to discuss the chapter How We Communicate. So, in today's class, we are going to learn the various means of communication and what is communication. First, we will learn what is communication. Communication is equals to sharing. Communication means to share our thoughts and feelings with others and at the same time to understand their feelings and thoughts. This is called communication. Now, children, in the old days, when early human beings didn't know how to talk, they didn't knew any language or they didn't have any other means of communication. So how did they communicate? They communicated through various gestures and symbols and signs. So they communicate through signs and gestures like the other animals. Other animals also communicate with each other with signs and gestures. Just like that, early human communicated through various signs and gestures. Now, after some years, the human beings they developed and they imagined the pictorial messages. They started using pictorial writings. They started to draw what they wanted to share with others. They were not very proper, but they were enough to communicate with other human beings. So early humans started to draw their thoughts and feelings. And as the time progressed, they later invented alphabets. They invented their own alphabets and they invented their own languages. In this way, today we use our languages like Hindi, Bengali, or English, and many other languages. They have all come from the pictorial writings, and after that, they have become the alphabets, and now they have become the modern languages that we use. So, in the previous time, humans started to make gestures and signs to talk to one another. Next, they started pictorial writing and then they invented alphabets and languages. In this way, the old human beings they communicated with each other. Now we will talk about the modern means of communication. Now, children, in the ages of various kings and emperors, they sent their messages through messengers on horses or on foot. They went from one empire to the other to convey the messages. The kings also used trained pigeons who carried their messages from one place to another. So, this is the case of kings and ancient kingdoms. Now, in today's era, we have various means of communication. First of all, we have postal system. Postal system is one of the oldest means of communication. From the very ancient time, postal system had emerged. Now in today's world, postal system is very important. We can send letters as well as money orders or parcels through the postal system. What we need to do? We need to write the message on postcards, and these postcards are published by the Postal System of India. We need to buy those postcards and we need to write down our thoughts on them. Then we need to drop them in the red colored letter boxes. Now the postman will deliver the letter, what you have written, to the desired location. They will deliver your letter to the particular address. Now in today's world, letter has become very less. We don't use letters that much. But postal system is very convenient even today because we use it to send money orders, parcels, etc. The more faster mode of communication in the postal system is now called speed post. This also takes very less time to deliver your message or parcel or money order to the particular address. Now regarding postal system, we need to know the PIN code of the area. Now what is the PIN? PIN is postal index number. Each and every area has its own PIN code. Do you know the PIN code of your area? Now the next communication mode is telephone. Telephone is also very old mode of communication. In today's world, telephone has been replaced in most of the cases with mobile phones. Telephones in the old times was called landline and they were found in the houses. We can call to any other person if we know their number. What we have to do? We have to dial their number and the telephone service will take us to that number and we can talk to the person over phone. This is one of the fastest mode of communication. Now in today's world, we also send SMS. SMS. This is called short message services and we send messages over these SMSs. We use telephone, mobile phone and SMSs to communicate with the people who are far away from us. Now the next mode of communication, that is fax. Fax is one of the fastest mode of communication. How can we use the fax? The fax is also called facsimile. Facsimile. To send written messages and pictures through telephone, we use facsimile machine. When the message reaches the receiver, it appears in the printed form. Suppose you have a textual message to send over telephone. In that case, you need a facsimile machine or fax machine. If you send that particular message over phone, when the message receives the receiver end, it will get printed and it will get in a hard copy. So this is the fax. So through fax we can send written messages and also pictures through telephone. The next is mass communication. What is mass communication? Mass communication is the means of communication that helps us to communicate to a larger number of people. We can communicate at the same time with a lots of people. This is called mass communication. And another mode of communication is electronic mails or emails. To send electronic mails or emails, you need to have an email ID and internet connection. Then you can send email or electronic mail via internet. Now, mass communication. Mass communication includes newspaper, radio, magazine, internet, cinema, and etc. There are other modes as well. All they do is that they can communicate with a large number of people at the same time. So the news can reach to a larger amount of people within few minutes. So this is called mass communication. So this is the chapter how we communicate. And in today's class we have discussed the various means of communication. I hope you have understood today's class. I will end my class here. I will meet you in my next class. Till then, take care.